Okay, there we go. Okay, I'll just speak softer. I'll speak softer. And if you don't mind, can you please just come in just a little bit, please? Come in. I mean, everybody's so spaced out. Everybody's so spaced out. We family here. All right, my name is YG Nyghtstorm. And I have lived in Forsyth County for many, many years. I am the proud father of 7 adult children. Okay? Thank you very much. It's hard work to raise these babies. Okay? It's hard work. Okay? And I had some children graduate from South Forsyth, but I was also in Johns Creek, had a child graduate from Northview. But the fact of the matter is, the education for our children is very, very important. And educating the wrong thing is equally as important because of the cost. Now, let me break down why I say the cost. Now, even though I've been deeply in politics for many years, my background is security. I've been a bodyguard to celebrities, and a whole bunch of people with way more money than sense, make bad choices, create enemies for nothing, and I had to protect these people's lives. But the fact of the matter is, I do a lot of teaching on de-escalation of violence, de-escalation in schools, de-escalation in the workplace. And I had just got through doing a program 2 months ago out in DeKalb County. Then I went around the corner and I saw one of the black guys, he was around 16 years old, and he was having an altercation with a young white kid, maybe around 15 or 16 as well. And they was going at it, and they was throwing racial epithets back and forth at each other until the point where the young black kid reached into his backpack and he pulled out a gun. And he walked up to the white kid and aimed that gun and said, "I'm going to blow your brains out, you white devil." Now, when people see this, of course, this is an extreme emergency. So I get out and I said, hold on. Didn't we just talk about this? And I said, "Brother, come on." And I put the gun down and I held his hand. I said, "Come on now. This is not what you want to do." And he said, "I hate them. I hate them. I hate every last one of them because every single last white person is a devil. And they're all evil and irredeemable by God." I said, "Where did you hear that from?" Well, what happened is he was being raised by his aunt. And unfortunately, his parents were killed by a white person several years prior. And she was a teacher, and she was so angry of the loss that she started spewing this hate into this young man and said, "See, those white people, they killed your mama and your daddy. They killed my brother. Every last one of them evil for 400 years, yada, yada, yada." And it sunk in his mind and into his psyche. So when a situation occurred, all he saw was an enemy. And this was a kid he did not know. So I kept on talking to him and I calmed him down and even talked to the other kid, the white kid, who was so scared and upset. But he said, "I can't stand y'all either." He said, "Because guess what? My mom was raped by 2 black men in my home when I was 8, and they threw me down the stairs, and all I heard was my mom being raped. So I can't stand y'all either." So here's the issue, and I was looking at both of them. I said, "So basically, your aunt told you all of them are evil, right?" He said, "Yeah." And I said, "Your mom told you all of them are evil, right?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "How much sense does that make?"
KYG.
I said, "Really, how much sense does that make that you use blanket statements?" And I said, "Let me break it down to you." I said, "Because if we're going to use blanket statements, then I have a right to be mad at both of you. Because in 1992, way a long time ago, before either one of y'all was even thought about, I was 18 years old and I was actually sleeping on the streets and I was homeless. And guess what? A group of black guys beat me up, took my socks and my shoes and beat the hell out of me when I was homeless. And then a few hours after that, while I was still laying there, a group of white guys said, "Look at this piss poor N-word," and they urinated on me. And then they said, "He's piss poor for real." I said, so if we're going to use blanket statements like that, then I should be mad at every single black man, and I should be mad at every single white man. So that means I should put my foot up both of y'all's behind. So then it got quiet, okay? It got quiet because I'm 3 times as big as both of them. And then they start thinking, they said, "Well, you know something?" And I tell you what my name is. They said, "Mr. Nyghtstorm, we get it and we understand, but you want to know something else? We're tired of people feeding us this. We are tired of your generation and older putting this in us. He said, do you think we'll be acting like that if maybe y'all act right? That's deep, ain't it? If we want to solve this problem, it's not solved by critical race theory, to sit here and accuse people and make blanket statements, which makes no sense, because it's equally asinine when the finger is pointed back at you. But if we want to change, because we can't change the past, but if we want to change this present to create this better country, then we must be accountable. That means black, white, male, female. And parents need to start teaching their children instead of letting teachers teach them hate.
Yes,
Parents need to start teaching them love,
Yes, sir.
compassion, mutual respect and understanding for one another, even with people with different political ideologies or different faiths or different opinions. Treat them with decency, with respect, and we will lose all of this judging people by their skin color. And as a great man said in the 60s, I think everybody knows who he is, judge people by the content of their character. And by the time we was done, I said, y'all hungry? I'm ready for some burgers or something. And we all went and we broke bread and we ate, and it was all good. And they got through having dap with each other, went to go play basketball, and everything is good. But the fact of the matter is, our children want to love each other. Our children, because us grown folk, we might have problems because we grew up in the 20th century, but guess what? The 20th century is gone. And we're here now. And we were not in control then because we were young, but we're in control now. So we need to protect our children, teach our children right, and make sure we stand against the Marxism and the socialism and the communist indoctrination.
Correct. Here, here.
But teach them about God, about faith, and about the love of people. And if you want things to change, then it starts right here with you. So I want to say God bless you to everybody. God bless you and your families. May the Lord protect your children, not just them physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Protect them, and let's continue to protect our kids from evil indoctrination that has them looking at each other as enemies instead of as brothers and sisters. God
Yes,
bless you.
sir. Yes, sir.